What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sixth Round Podcast, episode 24. I think that's where we're at. Yeah,
Somewhere in there.
I didn't check, but that's why I wrote down. So even if I'm wrong, I'm going with it. Episode 24. We all know that it had to happen. That with such a fantastic fucking card last weekend, greatest card like in many months at least. Many months, many moons, one might say. This is gonna be a not so great card afterwards, you know?
What do you mean? Ginger's favorite fighter is headlining this shit.
That is true. Big things coming, but this still is a dog shit card.
I will leave the fucking call and fuck this whole shit up. I am refusing to continue to accept the slander that y'all throw at me.
Why do you continue to slander the fucking great Holly Holm? Because that's who we got in this stacked out fucking main event, UFC Fight Night, Holm versus Bueno Silva. Holly Holm, Ginger's favorite fighter, versus Myra Bueno Silva.
Jimmy's favorite fighter.
Oh my god.
That's very true.
Yeah, let's gaslight. There you go.
Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep.
You got
wrong order, but it's all there.
You got the legendary Holly Holm, right? Number 3 ranked women's bantamweight versus the number 10 ranked Myra Bueno Silva.
Gotta get things moving, you know?
Yep, you sure do gotta get things moving. I mean, she is on a good streak, to be fair. Her last loss was to Manon Fiorot, which is fucking no shame in that. And since then, she's won 3 fights in a row. I got an armbar and a knee bar and a decision, so that is pretty nice. You know what I mean? She's only 31 years old, so definitely some younger blood into the top of that division if she can get a win. But with that, what's this fight mean? What does the winner get? What's this all about?
That's what I'm wondering, because
why are we here?
I do find it funny. Bueno Silva I believe it was Bueno Silva was asked about the possibility of the vacant title being Juliana Pena and Raquel Pennington, and she just straight up said, "No one wants to see that fight."
Respectable.
That is respectable.
You're not that wrong, to be fair. You're not that far
only
off,
reason I want to see that fight is because meritocracy wise, that's the fight that should happen for it, you know?
No, yeah, exactly. I agree. I don't disagree with that.
Myra beats Holly and it's just Holly versus Pena. I mean, not Holly, Myra versus Pena.
I was gonna say Myra beats Holly,
right.
Just like, Holly, you're getting the title shot anyway. We need you. Get in here.
I mean, how many times has that happened already?
Not enough.
A couple.
She's gotten some title shots out here, you know what I mean?
I definitely think, I don't know what the UFC is thinking at the moment for the title shot. I definitely think Juliana Pena is going to be in it just because she was supposed to be the most recent contender for it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Pennington was this is why it makes sense to me, is Pennington was the backup for the last title fight after Irene Aldana had to step in on short notice. I think you do that fight, winner of this fight gets the winner of that fight.
No, yeah, I was just talking shit because Myra said that, but yeah, in reality it's probably gonna still be Pena versus Rocky, and then she'll get whoever wins, you know, she'll just be the next one for the title shot. If she
that's
Holly.
if she beats Holly.
That's what I'm saying, if she beats Holly.
No.
And if Holly wins, she's getting it.
Yes.
Not over Rocky, but you know.
Not over Rocky, but that Holly Holm is right now probably still the biggest name in the women's bantamweight division. Just because of her history.
You think though,
but I think Pena's probably up there as well, just because she says a lot of mad, annoying shit.
No, yeah, I mean, she definitely put herself in the spot to get a lot of eyes on her. You know what I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
But because I was just looking and because I know Ketlin Vieira did just lose to Roxy, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, she would have to get another fight. I just feel like if Myra were to win in like a boring way or something, because let's be fair, Holly, there's a good chance she's gonna try and spend a good amount of time just pressing her up against the cage. You know what I mean? Like that's a very just like.
I mean, that's a Holly Holm special.
And I'm just like, I don't know, like I know she had that loss to Rocky, but then like before wins over like Miesha Tate and Holly Holm, like the biggest names in the division aside from Amanda Nunes, it's just like you just think that if like Myra wins in a fucking not great way, that they just might try and get Ketlin a fight to like get the winner, especially if it is like Juliana Pena.
Yeah,
because I feel like Pena versus Ketlin is barely a bigger fight, I guess, but like. But then versus fucking Myra, if Myra's able to go out there and gets like a fucking knee bar or some shit, or like
that's the biggest fight.
Then yeah, there's like no doubt about it.
And if Holly wins, the biggest fight you can do is probably Pena versus Holm.
Yeah,
just based off name value.
Nah, yeah, that's definitely true.
But
either
I don't
way,
know,
though,
like it's not like. I'm hoping Bueno Silva can go out there and win, just because Holm getting another title shot at 4, the problem is she could, one, she can legitimately win this fight. 2, she can legitimately win the title again.
Yeah.
And yeah, who knows what's next after that, because who knows, if it's going to be Pena and Raquel for the title, and then Holm gets the winner of that, and then who's the next contender up at that point? It would probably be Ketlin, but that's if Ketlin beats
just have to
Penny, her next fight, right?
Okay, yeah, she is fighting Penny, right? I forgot about that. Yeah. So
I mean, I guess if Penny wins, then that would be the next one up after that. It's just
this division sucks, man.
I'm saying
it's. But honestly though, in all reality, for Holly Holm, it is kind of crazy that at 41 years old, she's still fucking out here just at the top of the division, just getting good wins. You know what I mean? Literally her last 3 wins: Yana Santos, Irene Aldana, Raquel Pennington. Irene just fought for the title. Rocky is probably gonna fight for the title, and Yana has hung around the middle of that division for a while. You know what I mean? And a split decision loss to Ketlin, who fucking Irene starts with.
4-2 in her last 6. And the only 2 she's lost to are Ketlin and Amanda.
Yeah, that's
and even then before that, Chris Cyborg, GDR, Valentina, and Miesha. All of the people besides for Ketlin were champs.
Yep.
Right, and it's at this point with the Ketlin split decision loss was last year, so she was 40 years old.
Yeah.
And she had an extensive boxing career that ended in 07. That's the thing too. That's just I feel as just MMA fans, just not giving Holly as much respect for that as we should. It's she did have a whole ass fucking combat sports career, in the boxing Hall of Fame, for her career, and she's easily going to be in the fucking UFC Hall of Fame when she's done.
Easily.
It's honestly she has not been having the most exciting fights lately. But goddamn good for Holly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
She started her combat sports careers in the amateurs in 2001. She has been 22 years in the combat sports game.
She's got to be the only woman fighter to be this old fighting and shit. She's got to be.
Longevity, because she only lost once in her boxing career. Maybe more, but all I'm seeing on her record is 1.
Because she was boxing, kickboxing, MMA,
Yeah, she started off amateurs, 2 kickboxing matches, does her pro debut in boxing, then a Muay Thai fight, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, for the rest of her career until she debuts in MMA.
Yeah, it's just... Just absolutely incredible, man. Like it really, if like, because like you said, she can easily win this fight, and like, bro, she can easily fucking win the title. Like she already beat Rocky. Like it was 3 years ago, so it's like she is getting older, like definitely slowing down a bit. So like that could potentially be like, honestly, that was such a bad fight the first time. No one wants to see that again, especially 5 rounds. Oh, that'd be terrible. But her versus Pena. Yo, she could definitely beat fucking Juliana Pena for sure. And it's like if at like 42 years old or some shit, she's able to become the champ again. Like, yeah,
it'd be crazy.
Just a fucking legend.
She'd be up there with fucking Glover to be one of the oldest champs ever.
Yeah,
because Glover was also 42.
Yeah, but he was first time champ, so like
well, he's the oldest first time champ, but he's also one of the oldest champs in general.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Either way, Randy Couture was the oldest at like what 44 or some shit.
I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Randy was insane.
The natural.
Beat Tim Sylvia and then got beat to a pulp by fucking Brock Lesnar the next fight, if I remember right.
But yeah, so like it's not the greatest main event at all, like especially coming off of last week. It just you got to see the highest of the highs for the UFC last week, and now the lowest of the lows with it.
Yeah, this is definitely a valley in between. This is the lowest point of the valley in between the two mountains, because we're gonna go from 290 to that London card, which is a little bit better.
Yeah.
All the way up to 291 again.
Yeah, but hopefully it ends up just being one of those cards, where it's just fun overall. Because
hopefully it's a sleeper card.
Because for the co-main event, you got Albert Duraev. He's coming off of like a decent win over Chidi Njokuani. And then you got motherfucking Jung Young Park, the Iron Turtle. I'm pretty sure he's on a 3-fight win streak. Yep. 2 rear naked chokes back to back. This is more so for, I feel like, Jung Young Park, but do you think winner can get like themselves a fight in the top 15?
I think it depends. Like,
and that's why more Iron Turtle, because it's like, especially if he gets a finish here, like that's 4 fights, 4 wins,
4 fights in a row, 7-2 in the UFC.
Yeah, like his debut was to fucking Anthony Hernandez, who he got subbed by. No shame in that. 3-fight win streak, then loses to RoboCop.
Which RoboCop, again, no shame in that, really. Like, RoboCop hits hard as fuck.
Yeah, and now he's on like the best 3-fight win streak, he's had, and it's like,
Joseph Holmes isn't the best, but like Eric Anders is a solid, like, outside the top 15 middleweight.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of like power.
Dennis Tululin, he's alright. He's up and coming, but just an easy first round sub. So like, it's like I don't know.
He could get a top 15 guy.
I think it all depends on how shit lines up. I think there's just a lot of people hanging around the outside of the top 15 doing okay, and just like kind of just depends on how it goes. He's 32, so I don't know if if that's like the person that they're trying to get in there right now.
Yeah.
Especially with the way like the division is in general, just like with the top of it and shit. It's like they might not be trying to push like these older guys into it. Not that 32 is old, but it's like not that he's young either.
For sure. Like his definitely time for a title run is now. You know what I mean? Like,
100%. My biggest thing right now is just looking at it. I think the only person who isn't booked is Nasruddin, because. Well, and same with Brendan, but Brendan's trying to fight up, and he deserves to fight up. And I feel the same way about Nasruddin. He should be fighting around the top 10. And then you got Kelvin moving down to welterweight, Andre Muniz fighting Paul Craig, Chris Curtis fighting Alexander Hernandez.
And like, I don't know, because honestly, like that's what I was thinking. It's like if because it's the co-main event, also. So I just feel like. Just if he gets like a finish win, just like another solid one, a 4-fight win streak, 3 finishes in a row.
No, yeah, he definitely could.
Like, I just feel like it'd be hard to not give him a top 15 guy at 185, which especially is just not the most stacked division.
It's just one of those things where it's like I wouldn't be surprised if he did, and I also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't, just because we talk about it all the time, how like it's all about who they want to push, what they want to do, how they want to make things work. And like I said, with him being 32 years old, they might not be looking at him specifically. But with him being a co-mainer, maybe they are. Like I wouldn't be surprised, It's just Yeah.
It's just at the moment with the way the bottom of that division is, like everyone's already booked up for fights later on in this year. So I don't know how timelines match up. We don't know who's going to be in the top 15 by the time that he'd be looking to get his next fight.
Mm-hmm. He just fights
one person. Two people are dropping out of the division. One going to welterweight. One going to 205 in Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
Kelvin Gastelum going down to 170. Derek Brunson might be only having one more fight and then retiring. Like,
yeah, the numbers are like in the next 6 months. Like this division is gonna be looking a lot different. You know what I mean? Like things are gonna be moving.
So
yeah,
it all just depends. Because if Hernandez goes out there and beats Chris Curtis, I feel like he should fight up.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's on.
Paul Craig is definitely going to be fighting up if he beats Muniz.
Yo, Paul Craig's getting a title shot if he beats Muniz. Fucking mark my words. All right.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying it's kind of in a weird spot at the moment.
Yeah. And for Duraev, I mean, if he loses here, especially if he gets stopped 2-2 in the UFC. Decision win over Roman Kapilov, a split decision win over Chidi Njokuani, then got finished by Joaquin Buckley. He definitely needs a win here for sure.
If he doesn't get a win, he'll definitely need a win in his next one. The next one would be 100% do or die.
Yep.
Because they signed people to 5-fight contracts, so if they let him fight out his contract, it's do or die at that point. Show us what you got.
Yes, sir.
But that's why I'm saying, with the way the division is at the moment, bottom of the 15 might be hard. You might give Jung Young Park someone like Brad Tavares, someone right outside that top 15, maybe a Bruno Silva who just fought within the top 15, fighting Brendan Allen. You give him someone like that, he gets a win there, he's definitely deserving of someone in the top 15 100%.
No, 100%.
So,
but do you know what fight is do or die? Norma Dumont versus Chelsea Chandler. Because I feel like the winner of this, they're getting a shot at that vacant 145 title. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god.
Against who?
That's what I'm saying.
Who knows, depending on how things go. Maybe Holly gets a boring win in the main event, right? Kettlin Vieira gets a spectacular win against Pandy Kianzad. Holly's looking to move up to 145 for that title shot. Bless you.
Thank you.
I mean, she fought for the inaugural and probably should have won it based on point deductions I don't know. Maybe.
All I'm saying is that if there's any hope of anyone fighting for a title at 145 and them keeping that going at all, is going to be Norma Dumont. She's going to be one half of that for sure.
What you mean? Chelsea Chandler's about to come in and finish her.
She's not.
Is.
She's 1-0 in the UFC. She did beat Georgia Stoliarenko. But Norma, she's pretty solid. 5-2 in the UFC. Lost to Megan Anderson in her debut. This is a rough first fight, just 4-0. What is that face for?
I know, because I forgot, Stoliarenko, I was like, okay, I know I've seen them fight before. So I went back and I'm like, oh yeah, they're 1-5 in the UFC.
Nice.
And
their next
she had
fight
a split
is
decision,
Molly
lost to
McCann.
CTS on, you know what I mean? So she easily could have won that fight. She has 5 decision wins in the UFC. But hey, she's on a 2-fight win streak, You know what I mean? Hey, I'm trying out here. Right?
I know this was made before they dropped the 145 division. I still don't know why it's for 145 pounds.
Because that's Norma's division. She's coming to take over.
There's no reason.
That division was invented for a Brazilian champ, and the Brazilian champ's gonna take the rightful throne. Let's go, Norma!
I mean, to be fair, if they did do that, and Norma did win it, every champ would have been Brazilian. Cyborg, Nunes. Nope, sorry, GDR. I forgot about the inaugural.
Yep. Can't forget about the inaugural, motherfucker.
GDR barely counts.
I don't think they're ever bringing that belt back.
No, neither do I.
I feel like they're just having fights to have them.
You think that's what
they had
doing?
Yeah.
The UFC just having fights to have them. They're the number one fucking organization in the sport.
They have a contract. I really feel like they're just gonna let people fight out their contract and just let it die out. Like, I don't think they're bringing the belt back. Even with the few people that still fight at 145, when Amanda was here, it was just her. There was no one ranked. The second she retired, that shit left.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
They didn't even leave it vacant.
The UFC rankings, like, they're just letting these people fight out their contracts.
They're gonna let it die, which is fine by me.
It's not fine by me. I don't accept that. You gotta let it thrive.
I don't think it's happening.
No.
If they're willing to let 145 die, they should just cut everyone in the 135 division as well and let the other organizations have them.
I need you to make that make sense from a business perspective.
Like, there's at least, like...
135 sucks, you know what I mean? All of that money you're spending on, like, people in that division that you don't have to, just make 165.
Bro, Norma and Chelsea are both ranked at 35.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big stakes at 145 right here.
Yeah, so anyway, that division's dying out.
Yes.
And honestly, who knows? Maybe 35 will slowly fade away.
Oh, it will.
It's possible.
What is the UFC gonna do when they don't have fucking Juliana Pena, Holly Holm, or Misha Tate in the mix, like, whatsoever at all? They don't have a potential of fucking Honda Housey coming back or fucking GDR. All the big names are gone.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no one to get it.
What about Chelsea Chandler talking about she coming back? She heard she might be.
Ain't
at 145.
There's your vacant title fight. Norma Dumont versus Ronda Rousey. UFC 300. Mark my words.
It's just not happening.
Actually, going back to what you were saying, the rematch. Holm, Rousey, 145 title.
The 135-pound title should just be the rematch between Holly Holm and Misha Tate. Like, they should just scrap this fight. Just fuck this card this weekend. Put Jack Deli as the main event. And then but yeah.
Yo, imagine filling in, like, short notice for your UFC debut, and then, like, a few days beforehand, they're like, actually, you're gonna be the main event 5 rounds.
I'd be like,
I'm down. Huh? I mean, shit. Like, we can just go to that one, like, real quick. JDM, they got him an opponent. He came all the way to Vegas, and they're just like, we gotta get you someone before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I care about. He's fighting Basil Hefez, Fury FC champion, welterweight. So he's actually fighting a welterweight this time, which is nice. Not a lightweight.
Yeah.
Fury FC champ. Where is he at on the card so I can go to his shit? I don't know if he has ever gone 5 rounds.
Latest I see is round 3.
Okay, so his title fight went to round 3 then. So yeah.
There's a split decision win. I don't know if this is for a title or not.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, so let me just.
But yeah, either way.
Be a third round decision, so it was only a 3-round fight.
Gotcha.
So.
But yeah, but obviously that's not gonna happen, the main event. But either way.
Jack Dell gonna win that.
You think so?
Yeah.
But what if it's the sneaky upset? You know what I mean? This dude's 4-2-1 in CFFC, the perfect record, descending. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize he was only 26.
The fact that
Jack.
Oh yeah, he's young buck.
I knew he was young, but like.
You know what?
I was gonna say you said that. I thought you were talking about him. I was like, I could have sworn he just said 31.
Jimmy,
huh?
I hope you just cursed Jack Della with
it's
what you just said.
Why would you want that? That's sad.
Oh, just because he said it, because he's extremely high on Jack Della. He's like, oh, what if it's a sneaky upset? It's like, okay, fine. If you're the one who's gonna say that,
but real quick though, his one draw was against Jeremiah Wells when they were both 3-1. So that's just the kind of funny thing that happened. I just want to say real quick.
It just kind of had to happen.
But there's no Siki upset in this. Jack Babadabalena. This dude is coming to smash people in that welterweight division. I swear. I forget which fight it was. Hold on, I just want to go to it real quick. Let's pull up old Jack. Yeah, it was the Randy Brown fight, or Randy. What the fuck? Danny Roberts. I don't know. I seen Randy Brown right there. I know the Danny Roberts fight. Because like I remember watching him on Contender Series, his like first like couple, but it was that one when he was just in the pocket, just throwing punches, boxing with him. Just being able to see like how clear-minded, how focused, just being able to see everything coming at him, just so aware. Like I don't know, I just feel like I don't see guys like that, just capable and aware in the pocket. Just you know what I mean, like that in MMA. It's just like a rare thing to see. And yeah, he's 4-0 in the UFC, all first round finishes, 1 decision win in his career on Contender Series. Yeah, this dude's coming to fuck people up, man. Yep. That's my pitch on Babadabalena.
Yeah, I agree.
Lost his first 2 pro fights, 14 fight win streak now. Yeah. Mr. Don Giacomo, let's go. Right, Kate?
Jack Della Maddalena.
But a fun fight. I don't have it on here, but I forgot to put it there. But it should be a fun fight. Otman Zaitar versus Francisco Prado. Both of them were undefeated, coming off of their first loss in their career. This should be a good one. Both of them.
155 fight. It'll be good.
No, and they're both love to get early knockouts, so that one is not going long. Someone's getting fucked up in that.
Like, I 100% agree. I feel like someone's getting fucked up. I just don't know who. Probably gonna be Francisco, but
I don't know. I might rock with Francisco on that one. Who knows? I gotta wait till that morning how I'm feeling on Tapology. You know?
Yeah, I know that
double knockout. They're both going down at the same exact time.
Like, what's worse, a first round knockout to fucking Matt Frivola or a decision loss to Jamie Malarkey in your UFC debut? You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's the thing. I can't quantify that.
Yeah.
Like,
because Jamie's tough as shit, man.
Exactly. Like, it's unquantifiable. And fucking Frivola just knocked the chin off fucking Drew Dober. Like, what?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah. Well, someone that fucking Drew Dober knocked the chin off of, Terrence McKinney is back. T-Rex versus Nazim Sadikov. This is a rough one for T-Rex after getting fucked up by Bonfim in January. And I'm just like, with just him getting matched up with this one, I'm just wondering if, like, are they kind of, as long as Terrence is around, like, the outside of, like, top 15, like, not super close to, like, contention, but, like, a bigger name. I just wonder if they're gonna, like, kind of give him good prospects and if he's gonna be, like, that test for them, you know what I mean?
It kind of feels that way.
He just becomes kind of like the Brad Tavares of 155.
Yeah, like, something like that. It's, because it's like, he just got fucked up by Bonfim, and you're going to give him 8-1 Nazim Sadikov that hasn't lost since his pro debut, you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
He was coming off a win off Evan Elder in his last one. It's... Who was actually on this card. That's funny, I didn't realize that.
Yep.
But yeah, that's going to be a rough one. Nazim only 29 years old. Won on Contender Series, 3rd round knockout, got a 3rd round finish in his last one too. Damn, is this the fucking 155 Yoel Romero? Nah, he's got a submission win. I don't think Yoel ever did that before.
He got a 1st round knockout.
Yeah, but he's got a couple 3rd rounds, Of his last 5 wins, he's got 4 3rd round finishes. But yeah. So, love T-Rex, big fan. Hopefully he can get it done, but yeah, that's a fight for sure. It's 155, violence weight. Let's go.
No, exactly. 155. It's going to be a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one I'm not sure who I'm gonna rock with Terrence, but
Who knows?
I don't know.
Other than that, what other fights on the prelims are you guys think that are gonna be fun? Are you excited for?
Austin Lingo and Costa. That's gonna be
Lights
fun.
out Lingo.
Lights out Lingo.
Yeah.
Verkus Milk Gazelle.
Verkus.
I was about to say.
Verkus.
Definitely just said. Yeah, nah. That should be fun. He lost his debut, but his debut was short notice to Thiago Moises, so like duh.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to be someone though, right?
It had to be somebody. It was his way into the UFC, but
filled in for Durham.
I was about to say, and that's the thing with Lingo. His last loss against Nate Landwehr was also short notice.
Yeah, he's coming off with his loss. So both coming off a loss, coming off a finish. It'll be a fun fight, though.
Yeah. Who do you think's got this one? You got Lingo in this one?
I feel like you'd be asking me this because you're trying to get in on my Topology picks. And then accuse me on Saturday, you stole my picks.
To be fair,
I guess we just won't tie. It's fine. We could just move on.
To be fair, like we have all been very, very close to each other's Topology picks the last 3 weeks. I know, but like I do find that funny that the past 3 weeks we've been extremely close on who we've been picking.
Yeah, okay, what are your thoughts on Tucker Lutz versus Melsik Bagdasarian? Who do you think's got that one, huh?
I'm gonna go second round.
I mean, for me though, 125 we got Tyson Nam versus Azat Maxim. Oh, this dude's 16-0 from Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
fight. Yeah. Let's go. Tyson Nam. He's fun. He's a banger.
Yeah. 21, 13, and 1.
Yeah, 39 years old. He is definitely set up to get fucked up in this one, in my opinion.
Yeah. Lost to Bruno Silva a few months ago.
Well, yeah. I don't know if there's anything on this card that sticks out to you, Gingy.
No, it was Austin Lingo kind of stuck out. Terrence McKinney, Ottman, and Francisco. Really, just the ones that we kind of touched on were what stuck out to me for the most part. Am I supposed to be excited for Carl Jeton versus Alex Munoz?
Sure, I don't know.
Whatever
tickles your fancy.
I don't remember fucking you know what I mean? There's not really excited for any of these.
Nah, yeah. The card definitely could have been better because we were supposed to have Walt Harris versus Josh Parisian, which was gonna be just some slop at 265. Some good heavyweight shit. But yeah, he came out and was just like, yeah, I flagged for some shit for USADA. So, good old Walt started training with John Jones and started popping for shit. What a coinky dink.
I know, right? We're all supposed to have Jafel Filo versus
Juan Camilo Honderos.
So,
and then Vicente Luque versus RDA could have been on this card.
That would have been that would have been the main event.
Yeah, we could have had a decent fight night then.
I was about to say, Holm versus Bueno Silva as a co-main to Vicente RDA is a lot better because, even if that fight was bad, we then have the fight of Luque and RDA, which is is just going to be a war.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's man. But yeah, they were just like, let's reschedule this shit and let's let this card burn. Let's go. But yeah,
performance of the night going to Victoria Dudikova for sure.
Sure.
Okay.
She just gets knocked out in the first round.
I was about to say, could you imagine?
Oh man, but yeah, so
first round heel hook.
That's a classic UFC Apex card. Myra Bueno Silva versus Holly Holm. Let's go.
Yeah.
And yeah, not the most stacked weekend in combat sports for sure.
I mean, we can't really say that. We don't know these people.
What? What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about with UFC because we have other things going on.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like weekend and overall with things going on. It's not the most stacked at all. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying is I feel like we don't get to speak if KSW is stacked or not because we know all of like 2 names.
But even
usually really fun.
Even with just the promotion of like this one compared to the last one, like that was like their anniversary event, like that was at the fucking Coliseum too. That was the second time they've ever been to like that Coliseum. It was a crazy big thing. They had the fucking truck and the cake and the fire and that shit was insane. That was the biggest KSW event they've ever had.
Yeah.
But we got one event. And we were even talking about before I can agree that this is the least stacked one fight night on Amazon card that they've had yet.
It's true though.
Because main event was supposed to be Kai Tong versus Tan Lee, featherweight title bout MMA. That was gonna be a fun fight, a rematch. I was excited for that. But
yeah, Tong with the knee injury, so
yeah. So now we get Super Like Kiat Moon 9.
Yeah, I'm really happy that they filled that in because that's new. It's a short notice thing, but Super Like is awesome. So
yeah, Super Like. Just especially because he had a lot of decision wins in one, but as of lately he's like, nah, I gotta start finishing people. Got a 3rd round finish and a 1st round finish in the last one, right straight to the body. Yeah, it was nice. But yeah, Super Lex always fun. He's always ready to have some good fights, and it's Muay Thai. Let's go. Yes, I didn't know if you were gonna say his own Ginger. My bad.
The co-main's gonna be good too, though. Gary Tonin and Shamil Gasanov. That should be a good fight.
Yeah.
Shamil loves his subs.
Ginger, you know Gary Tonin, right?
Not off the top of my head.
He's a grappler.
Well, he be losing in grappling.
it's high level grappling. You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. But Shamil, he over here with RNC, guillotine choke, just a choke, guillotine choke, armbar, 2 finishes.
Yeah, but it's like
RNCs.
His loss is Ty Ruotolo, the better of the Ruotolo brothers.
I didn't read
Gordon
names,
Ryan, who's like the best fucking grappler. It's like his losses were at fucking 80cc and shit like that. And
Antonio
then, like,
Carlos Jr. Like Crone Gracie, who
Vinny Magalhaes, fuck.
I know Crone
Marcus
Gracie.
Bouchecha, like that's
means nothing to me.
Roberto Abreu, I have heard of these names. That's how I know they're amazing grapplers. I definitely can't tell you that like about them and why they're great, but yeah,
But either way, I don't know. I don't get too disappointed when one isn't stacked because they generally have great fights anyway. So let's go.
Yeah, and he beat Johnny Nunez in his last one.
There's an atmosphere to their events as well, anyway. So
yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Even if it's not that stacked, it can be a fun event. Whereas UFC is very like corporate cookie cutter with their event style.
Yeah.
So
I know,
definitely.
And that's why it's like some of these like just other events, and especially when it is one of like a different promotion and they're trying to put on a bigger event, it just sucks that like casual MMA fans just miss out on all this shit, and and even for me, and I'm just like, damn, I'm like sad that I missed out on the shit for so long, you know what I mean? Like, I wish like the past fucking 8 years or whatever I've been watching UFC, I've been watching like one since the start, you know what I mean? And like shit like that. It's just like, but yeah, because like their fucking Muay Thai fights are just so much fun, honestly. Like every single one of them, I'm always down to watch.
No,
yeah, especially on their Amazon Prime Prime cards, they usually like put on pretty good shows.
And I think this is their first women's pro grappling bout they have, so that's awesome. Tammy Musamichi, Mikey Musamichi's sister.
No,
have they had it before?
Yeah,
I feel like there's been
I've
one.
seen a couple. Was it?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, because so I guess
was
Tammy's
it on their,
even
Amazon cards?
I've heard about
it. Wasn't it like Daniel Kelly? I'm pretty sure.
I don't know the names, but I remember that like a lot being like there being a couple that people have talked about. I just don't remember names.
Nah,
I didn't realize that.
Damn, Daniel Kelly. She had 2 and 1. She actually beat Carla Esparza in Fury Pro Grappling 3. Doctor Stoppage cut.
Oh, I didn't realize it was.
Oh wow.
Grappling. Okay, that's funny.
So
I saw the Doctor Stoppage. I'm like,
yo,
when was Carla fighting in 2021?
That's so funny.
So yeah, no, the accidental clash of heads, the accidental knee, like
yeah. But yeah, so they have they don't have a champion or like a division really set up like that. But
well, let's go Tammy.
Yeah. Let's go Musamichi. Yeah, other than that, I don't fucking know no one on this shit. I can't get you guys hyped up for fucking Konstantin Rusu versus Bogdan Shumarov, you know what I mean?
Oh, Tammy's gonna win. This girl that she is grappling has lost to her twice before.
Oh, let's go. But yeah, so one fight night 12, Amazon Prime.
Like they're in their 5th fight. Someone's making their what looks like pro debut. They're 0-0. Like it.
Walter Goncalves?
So, oh, he's fucking Muay Thai. That's why he's showing up 0-0. Okay, never mind. No, this is an MMA battle. It would say Muay Thai on here.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, he has a Muay Thai record, but he's fighting in MMA in his debut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's his pro debut in MMA.
Yeah.
So his record is 0-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fighting the Prince. This dude's 23 years old.
Well, you guys made it sound like I was crazy for a second. Like,
oh, no, yeah.
I'm like, hold on. It's like,
but sorry, okay. This dude got finished in his one debut, so it makes sense, you know? But yeah, it's one. I'm always gonna have fun watching it. I'm always gonna watch their events when I can, so let's go. And then heading over Saturday morning, all the way over to Poland, we got another KSW event. Philip DeFries defending his heavyweight title. Let's go!
Their poster's screaming it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, I love the pink. It's beautiful. But yeah, other than that, literally the only name I know on that card is Darko Stojic, and it's because he didn't do great in the UFC. He went 1-3. He actually lost to Philip DeFry on KSW. That's funny, but yeah, he won in his debut and then lost to Devin Clark, Kenny Nzechukwu, and Jamal Hill back to back, all unanimous decision losses. So, but it's like, yeah, because this dude's 6 foot tall with a 76-inch reach at 205. So it's like 6 foot at 205. You're gonna be a lot smaller than
you're on the shorter end of that. Like you're not DC short, but you're on the shorter end of the stick there.
It's definitely rough. But yeah, KSW just
76-inch reach. You're on the shorter end for a fucking 185. Like
you got motherfucking Jalen Turner that's 3 inches taller than him at 155.
I know, like God.
Yeah, but
shit's
KSW.
Weird.
It's just another one where it's like, yeah, they got an event going on. I'm watching that shit. It's a great way to start your morning. Or depending on where you are, maybe it's a great way to end your night. But as I said, it's not the most stacked weekend in combat sports because that's all we got.
Yeah.
But, yeah. We're going to move it on to just talking about some other shit going on in the MMA world. I know we did like the fight news, all that last time, but we have some big things go on. And by far, the biggest thing on this list is TUF. Another episode in the books. Episode 7, season 31.
Conor McGregor 0-7 now.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yo, my favorite moment for sure was him asking Dana, like, yo, what happens if I go 0-8? And Dana's like, I don't fucking know.
No one knew. Like they were like, I guess we see if anyone wants to go to the other team. Like I don't fucking.
Jason Knight just doing the damn thing so easy.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
dude didn't want to stand with him.
Yeah, no. Once I saw him like throw out of the trunk, I'm like, okay. And then once I saw the angle he started going in, I'm like, oh, it's over. It's done. Yeah.
Yo, he threw that up like flawlessly. It was just so easy for him. Locked it in. It was over.
Yeah, overdone. Like, and like watching the slow mo, I'm like, oh, that's why he went for the takedown. He was getting hit.
Yeah,
those were clean on the chin.
Bro, it's funny because like I've just seen Jason Knight around for so long, just seeing him through fucking UFC, BKFC, just fucking everything. Now he's on TUF, and like, bro, when they showed that he was 30 years old, I was like, what the fuck? I thought this dude was like 37.
Right? Yeah.
I thought Motherfucking the kid, 30 years old, still out here getting it done.
Yeah, no.
Working his way back to the UFC. He's winning tough. Let's fucking go.
That's the thing. Next week's fight is a bantamweight fight. He has to fight one of the people he's been training with.
No, there's still one more fight.
Isn't that 135?
Yeah, but doesn't Jason Knight fight at 55?
That's what I'm saying. So yeah. Jason has to fight one of his teammates.
Oh, yeah.
Who he's been training with.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone on Chandler is going to have to. It's everyone. Because they're going 8-0. Let's fucking
they're going to go 8-0. Yeah, exactly. But, like, that's just...
Yeah, even if, like, McGregor's one guy did win, majority of the guys are still all fighting each other.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, everyone in 155 is. Like, that was decided last night. Like, I just find it funny because I don't think...
Oh, shit,
like,
it is only Wednesday.
Yes.
He said last night, I was just like, that's not right. And then I was like, oh, fuck.
It's Wednesday, my dude. Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't think there's only one person on Team Chandler that would want to go over to Team McGregor, and that's his teammate that's on that team. That's it. No one else wants to go over there.
Superman, Brad, Katona.
Like,
yeah.
But it is.
It would be hilarious if it was like, all right, like Dan was like, all right, Roosevelt Roberts, you're on Team McGregor now. It's just like he's just like, I'm sorry, what?
He's like, I quit.
Yeah, right. Like,
I feel like if people started like having an attitude about it, like, damn, really, like I gotta go with him. I feel like McGregor would just be like, fuck this shit, like, he would just blow up.
But
all of his guys lost, and now no one other than Brad wants to go with him.
I was gonna say, you think maybe why in the preview they were showing Roosevelt talking that shit to him? There's like, let me just start talking the shit now, so they can't send me over to Team McGregor.
What do you mean? He was already doing that. Not this last episode, but the one before that, when he went 0 for 6 and he started yelling at them. And he's like, Roosevelt Roberts started yelling at him, "Don't start talking shit because you're losing now."
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Better fire up that jet. That was the other guy.
Damn, I guess Jason Knight can't win. I forgot Roosevelt Roberts is there. Shit. That's going to be a tough one for me. They better not match them up next. I will fucking...
Look, I want that to be the final.
Yeah,
but I don't remember their ranking.
I don't fucking know. But, last episode of TUF was pretty good comparatively to, like, the rest of the season. They got some shit going. Finally, it seems like a little bit of like action kind of going on.
Yeah, no, and it was interesting seeing like Jason Knight and Lando just kind of singing that hot tub, and they're doing the opposite of what most people would be doing, which is just straight up shit talking and doing that mental game of, oh, this is easy, this is, you know what I mean, like playing nice to each other to try and get in the other's head.
Yeah, Lando getting folded up by McNuggets in that body kick.
Yeah, that was funny, yo. He came out to... He was trying to brawl. Fuck that. He wasn't sparring. He threw that body kick so damn clean.
What do you mean? When I saw that in the preview, I'm like, oh, that's a rib injury. Like, I legit thought that was going to be like an injury or some shit. But then, come to find out, well, one, Jason Knight gets cut before the fight happens.
Yeah,
and then find out that one of their bantamweight guys has a grade 2 MCL tear.
Yep.
But
Like,
he already fought, so it's okay.
Yeah, but he has another fight coming up.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with like Team Connor, you know what I mean?
And Chandler said he was fine. It's just a normal wrestler's injury. It's fine.
You just gotta work through it.
Well, and I mean, to be fair, like,
I will not allow any of Connor's guys to fucking sneak their way in through injury.
I do agree with, like, because Chandler was saying, look, it is your choice. This is just what I'm gonna say. But like, when it comes down to it, like, I completely understand like why the guy's like, well, I don't really have a choice. I'm gonna keep fighting, because it's like, you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, and you promise like you're gonna win this competition. To like have to drop out just sucks, because you don't know if you're actually gonna be able to get your opportunity in the UFC at that point, you know? So it's like, or back into the UFC. So it's like, no, it makes sense for him to be like, no, I'm staying, I'm gonna fight.
True.
That's what true fighters do. Take the pain, condense it into a little pebble, and then you throw it away.
Let's go! Speaking of throwing away, everyone better throw away their dog shit opinions that motherfucking Francis made the wrong decision. Because let's fucking
Jimmy, he fumbled the bag. The fuck he did.
Fumble this bag, motherfucker, because it's Francis versus Tyson official. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia.
October 28th. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm sad that the title's not going to be on the line more than likely. It would have made it more fun. It would have made it bigger.
But it makes sense that it's not.
It does make sense that it's not, but at the same time, I would almost want it to be, just because Fury's the type of guy who's like, one, he doesn't think he's ever going to lose.
Yep.
And two, just because...
Or maybe not, because that's why he's not fighting Usyk, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it, but like, it would also be the funniest shit for 0-0, Francis Ngannou comes in, knocks out Tyson Fury, and wins the title.
Honestly, even if like
amazing.
Fuck the WBC title. That shit don't even mean anything. The lineal is what's up for grabs that night. Lineal.
Yeah.
Ngannou's the lineal UFC heavyweight MMA champion of the world.
And the lineal boxing champion.
Is the lineal heavyweight boxing champion of the world. That's what's up for grabs.
Yeah.
That's why this fight is just that's what makes it crazy in all reality. Like just oh man, that's beautiful. That's gonna be history. And the fact that it's in Saudi Arabia, basically all of their money is gonna be guaranteed money. And for just like a little bit of what that type of money could kind of look like, Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. Joshua got guaranteed $75 million for that fight.
Yep.
This is Tyson versus Francis Ngannou. Like, obviously Francis ain't gonna get fucking $75 million because like he's not gonna be the A side in that fight where Joshua is the A side.
He's gonna get at least like 30 at minimum.
That's what I'm thinking. Like Francis really might get like 30 to $50 million for this fight, guaranteed money.
Yeah, that's crazy. Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like
the bag.
This dude could have had fucking 5 more fights in the UFC as the champion defending his title, signing whatever contract. He ain't making that money. He ain't getting that much money. And this is one fucking fight. Fuck all y'all. Francis made this is just beautiful. I fucking love it. It makes me so happy. I know boxing fans are just pissed as fuck because because there's like 3 sides to I feel like this announcement. You got like the 2 sides of the MMA fans, which is like great for Francis, and then the other side that's like I don't give a fuck. I'm just still salty that he's not in the UFC fighting John Jones. And then you have the people on the boxing side that are just super pissed off that Tyson is not gonna unify the heavyweight titles with Usyk. With Usyk, and they are just like, what the fuck are you doing? And so I think that's kind of funny. But fuck boxing. It's MMA time, motherfuckers.
No, and that's kind of the thing. None of us are really boxing fans, so all of us are just like, yeah, no, we'd rather see this than Usyk versus Fury. Like, oh well, like, sucks to suck, guys.
Exactly, sucks to suck. My boy's getting paid. Let's go. But so that should be some good shit.
Usyk versus Fury has another like 3 years you need to marinate it for because you guys always do fights way out of time anyway.
Exactly.
So.
This is MMA shit. We get fights done when they need to get done. So move the fuck over. You know what I mean?
Oh, I said
sometimes.
Most of the time. The fights that really need to get done, they usually get done. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Unless it's just cursed.
Yeah, but that's
that's like one example of
those
that.
Those are the gods of the fucking MMA world deciding that this shit ain't happening.
Exactly.
There's no mortal could get past that. But
but you know who made a bad decision? PFL bringing in USADA.
Yeah, they just want to fail as a company, huh?
Yeah.
They're just trying to do their best.
They're doing everything they can to just go under.
Let them do all the steroids. The more steroids and drugs they're on, the more fun your fights are going to be and the more people are going to watch it. They already got fucking ESPN because of UFC. They just don't give a fuck to watch your fucking shit on a Thursday or Friday night. They just don't. That just is what it is. I care. But you put USADA in there? I'm still gonna watch, but now I'm gonna talk shit about it. But
GFL, the new Strike Force confirmed?
No. They are Strike Force. There were actual competitors to the UFC. You know what I mean? If UFC bought the PFL right now, they would not have like 5 people become champions in their fucking divisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that is not happening. Like,
could you imagine how pissed like fucking Francis would be if the UFC was able to buy PFL? Like,
and PFL buys Bellator and UFC just buys PFL.
PFL.
And UFC is just the true monopoly.
Yeah, right. I would just be like, if I'm like, Shane Burgos, Francis Ngannou, I'm like, fuck.
It's
Aspen lad.
As crazy as that would be, like, bro, things already get tied up and built up, and there's already too much going on a lot of the times. They cannot buy out PFL that bought out Bellator. They just should not.
I was about to say, to be fair, like for most of it, if they ever buy anywhere, like they're buying some, like they're gonna take a lot of the fighters, but for the most part, they're buying essentially like the fight library.
Yeah, that's 100% the most meaningful thing.
So, be able to put that on Fight Pass, all the past shows you did, all that shit, just going on Fight Pass, being able to promote
UFC
Fight Pass
basically owns the history of MMA. Like,
no, they do.
In like a video fucking record. You know what I mean? Like,
they do. Like, they have Strikeforce, WEC, Pride, like,
yeah, it's
Affliction, like they had all those one-off failed promotions that Fedor was a part of, like, and Pride. Like, the only place that they don't have is essentially like Bellator.
Yeah,
and then they essentially own all of Fedor's career.
Yeah. Oh man, but yes, PFL they've been doing some good things lately, but they've also been doing some like, what are you doing? And they definitely are just like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing with you? Like, we're not in the time where like they're the fucking like major organization trying to push for like legislation across like, and like trying to make it like a global thing, like a mainstream thing in America. Like, they don't need to fucking bring like a heavy drug agency in to like legitimize their fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
They just literally need to bring in talent to fight, and that's all that they need at this point to get people to watch them. Like, they're only gonna fucking like just kick themselves in their own ass with this. Like, they
just slowly or like silently cut ties a few years later. USADA, you gotta go.
But because like, I mean, at least with it, like, I think that what they did talk about, like, even when it all happened, that they were gonna bring it into like their regular season shit. So it's like, if they still do like their super fights, like, you know what I mean, and like on the pay-per-views, and if like they don't have to be a part of USADA, then it's like, it's a little bit better at least. Like, you can at least bring in big stars, like, and that don't have to deal with that. So it's like, we can actually get like Francis versus Verdum, where Verdum's on so many steroids, and it's like amazing fight. Like, that could be a war. That could be good. But if you put fucking Verdum and USADA at like 40 years old, however the fuck old they be, if like he's the one to fight Francis, fight dog shit. 3-second knockout. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Francis lands a right hand, it's over.
Yeah, it's. Oh man, but so yeah, we'll just have to see what comes of that. But moving on to the last sad thing in the little news of fights and whatnot, my boy, future camp Kevin Lee, no more, no longer gonna be a future champ of any organization.
No,
because he's retiring. He's hanging up the gloves, which honestly, I understand. He has had so many surgeries over the last few years. He said that he needs surgery again after that fight. Got starched in the first round and, like, with a big shot and then put to sleep with a fucking choke. Like, it's rough.
It really is. And, like, it's kind of the thing is, I think at this point, it's like the injuries have just been piling up for Kevin Lee for the longest time, and it's always just like each time he gets to where he's about to break through that glass ceiling, actually be like right there, he just goes back down, and then and at some point, it's just like you're like, I know what the level is, and I don't want to keep fighting at that level.
Yeah.
If that's where my level is, I'm trying to be the best fighter in the world. If I can't be the best fighter in the world, then
exactly, why keep putting yourself through it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
MMA
I mean, that's what Ian McCall did. Ian McCall.
Yeah.
That's the reason he, through the injuries and just knowing like he's not gonna be the best in the world at that point, it's just like, I'm retiring. If I can't be the best, then why am I going to put myself through all of this, all these trials essentially, and just for what? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. But yeah, it sucks for him, but hopefully he's able to find some good shit to do that makes him happy, like outside MMA, because at the end of the day, everyone's career comes to an end. It's just a matter of how much damage, how much money you want to make, and like, just when it's the right time to call it,
No, yeah.
But that's gonna wrap up another episode of this beautiful podcast. We were able to have as much fun as we could with this weekend of fights, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we've dragged it out long enough. Let's go. As always, if you liked it, click the like button. There's a little button right there. It takes nothing, but it helps us. Maybe drop a comment. Maybe talk some shit. I don't know. Subscribe if you like us. Subscribe if you don't like us. So, if you don't like us, then you can watch the next video and talk some more shit on the next one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As long as you comment, get us in the algorithm. Other than that, though, good night, everyone. Peace out. We'll catch you in the next one.